So we'll start out by staring at the screen.
See, no, we need high energy. I'm not staring at the screen. People won't think that's high energy. I'm not high energy though. See, that's what I'm saying. And also, I'm kind of against. I told Michael this earlier, but I don't
He
want
doesn't want the
strangers
channel to
listening.
grow.
I want just our family to listen to it.
Why?
He got mad that we had it on
I don't want
audio.com. He's like,
strangers
why is it
listening to it.
there?
So
I'm like,
it's you two against me. Yeah, you two against me.
see what happens
I
when
just
you
want the
jump on
weirdos I
earlier,
know.
Nate?
You guys.
See what happens when you give us wrestling time, Nate? It
Wrestling time.
just goes off the hinges.
All right. Stop dilly-dallying around. This is episode frickin' 5. We're putting it on YouTube. We're putting it on audio.com. I don't care what anybody else has to say. Here we go.
We're going live. Live. We're doing this live.
We're doing it live.
We're all doing it live today.
Against my will.
This is the PanRaconTeurs. What's up? I'm Mike.
I'm Nate.
I'm Dan. I'm against this.
Oh my god. This is how we're gonna start it because we're not redoing this. This is the PanRaconTeurs. We're gonna be telling you the best and greatest stories ever told on the internet or around the world. And we have a wonderful show for you today. We're gonna be talking about flight school. No, we're talking about flights. We're talking about all the things that are happening that are in the air. Maybe we might even go into UFOs or UAPs. We don't know. We're going to be telling this story today. We are the PanRaconTeurs.
Beautiful, beautiful intro. Thank you for starting the episode like that.
Oh my gosh. I think I almost shook my headgear off.
Could have popped the blood vessel with that start. That's kind of a crazy beginning.
Oh, whoa, earthquake.
We're going to start the episode. We're not going to start the episode. I don't want it on audio.com. I want it on audio.com.
I don't want it to go anywhere.
We're bringing it down. Fight the
power. The enemies are within.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode. This is episode 5 of the PanRaconTeurs. I'm your host, Mike V. We have our sound engineer and audio engineer, Nate B. What's up, Nate?
Do good. All up in the hood. And here at the Delta. Feeling not being felta. I don't know.
Is it hot over there? Because it's hot over here in the valley.
I'm chilly, dude. It's so cold out here. Really? Yeah. I had to keep my PC on to warm me up.
Wow. Yeah. It's pretty warm today. It was interesting. But yeah, it's a nice day, y'all. I got some new lighting. Look at my backdrop. I'm gonna start projecting stuff back here.
You look like you're coming out of the sun or something. You look pretty like it's glowing behind you. It's
I'm glad this thing's behind me because it's like that blazing sun that's hitting right now is being deflected.
So got a heavenly really nice glow behind you, sir.
Yeah. Oh. And then also we can't leave him out. Our executive producer, Money Bags, the one that pours out his wallet to get this thing running and steaming. This machine, this Death Star of a show,
in order to conquer the world.
And V, what's up, bro? How you doing today?
Hello, guys. I'm awake. Here we are.
And we're all part of the machine. We're all part of the machine.
The machine. We pump things into the internet, and they never die. They never die.
This podcast is a juggernaut of podcasts because we're early in our 5th episode, but we're a juggernaut. We crush all other podcasts and other speaking and audio mediums around the world.
It's the love child of all our brains and compilations of our weird, deep inner thoughts of today's stories, news, whatever's going on in today's life. We're hoping that you join us and have a great time.
So, yeah, we got a wonderful episode. We're going to be talking about flights, all the craziness that's been happening up in the air, and unfortunately the ground as well. And I hope you guys see this. If you guys are listening on audio, you don't see this, but on YouTube, you get to see this wonderful headgear that I brought for the theme of flights today. So
All right.
you're welcome.
Well, today's theme about flights, we felt like it was a very important topic because it's happening everywhere and all the time and anywhere and all the time around, right here in the big old sea. Okay. Anyways, there's a lot of flights that have been crashing, guys. Have you noticed? Maybe I
No.
don't know. I've seen it a lot on the news. Anyways, according to the National Transportation Safety Board, as of February 2025, there's been a total of 87 aviation accidents reported in the US, with 62 of them occurring in January. The year started off with flight Jeju Air Flight 2216. Tragically, we lost everybody on that flight. It hits a little closer to me because I went to the Philippines the same exact day that accident happened. So
Wow.
it's I've gotten a little shaken up by it, like the fact that I've landed that day, and some people didn't.
Yeah,
That's every time you get on an airplane because you're up in the air, man. There's nothing underneath you. You're riding waves, currents of air.
Hmm.
So I guess you got to be precise about your deflection, how you deflecting the air, and how you come in at an angle, and all that kind of stuff. And that we do it is kind of awesome. It's kind of weird. It's precise, and I guess computers are taking over it now. I don't know.
It never
Uh,
made sense to me when I was a kid how such a
I was
heavy piece
scared
of
when you guys
metal.
were up in the air. I remember when you guys were up in the air, I was kind of scared. So
Oh,
it didn't. It affected us on the ground because we're worried about our people in the air.
yeah,
but
no.
can I say that I've flown a lot, and I'm not a big roller coaster fan. I don't like getting on roller coasters, let alone being off the ground untethered. And like Dan said, it's like, all right, well, this big clump of metal is flying through the sky, well, literally riding on air pockets, a little air currents. And that's all that's really keeping you up. And of course, speed and all that. But
Air
how many
dance.
more people die in car accidents? It's like I think you have a better chance flying and getting where you are, so that we don't scare people from flying.
Hmm.
But things do happen. Like you're taking a risk anywhere, any type of um, you know uh, transportation that you choose to take. But flight right now is a little, kind of, maybe not right now.
I feel like every January, like I don't know if there's something in the air, but all planes or helicopters just start falling from the sky. I mean, like since like 2020, we heard about Kobe Bryant and his helicopter, right? And that was kind of,
No, but you just changed it. You said I thought it was just 2025, and now it's 2020. You go back 5 years.
but in general, right? I mean, you could say
Yeah,
this.
no. In general, I like that because I'm afraid of flying in general. That's why I bring that up. Like it looks weird from the ground. You look up and there's it's a big old building up in the sky. You ever guys go to the airport? The In and Out that's by our airport. You can sit in the parking lot, eat an In and Out burger, and watch the flights take off. And there are buildings going into the sky.
Yeah, there's a. I don't know if it's still there, but there used to
That
be
it works.
in by the San Jose airport. There used to be a park, and you can, when I was doing search and rescue back in the day, we went there for like a mock plane crash and recovery and search. And so we all got there downtown, and literally as we're going through the debris, the fake debris, of course, and there's people like pretending to be injured, and we were doing triage. So we're going up and tagging people deceased, or their mobile. They're ambulatory. We can move them. And as we're doing this, these giant planes are flying right over the supposed crash site and landing at the San Jose airport and taking off. But right where this park is, it's literally planes are flying right over. You could like maybe if you put like four cars up, you could touch the wheels. I mean, they're touching down right there, and it's just the craziest feeling,
So
especially if we're doing yeah right
right
before they land.
where the airport strip is, you're at some kind of area right outside the gates of the, I guess, the entry point where they make
It,
their
it's a it's a
entry landing points.
it's a neighborhood with a park, and the park is right in the
Yeah.
direct path. I don't know if you've been there, bro, but
No, I don't know. Probably not.
I don't know. It should still be there,
Well,
but
no,
yeah,
I've rode my bike around the airport, so I've probably been through there. I haven't. I don't
it's
know
up.
exactly which place you're talking about because it's there's a lot of nice places around. There's parks and there's streams and rivers and
Yeah,
trails around there you can go on.
yeah.
And I've been through a lot of them.
But going back to it, Nate, but I just wanted to bring that. It's talking about the plane crashes that have happened lately. That kind of stirred up a memory in me. Is like, yeah, I remember doing like a mock search and rescue for a crashed plane in the San Jose airport.
Nice.
And as we're doing it, these planes, I mean, you can hear the roar of the engine, and then you hear it land. The squeal of the tires is loud and deafening. So yeah, holy moly, just a lot of weird stuff happening, and yeah, a lot more plane crashes this month.
What do we want to say about it happening this month? Like, is it an anomaly or just that this month there are plane crashes?
There's a lot of
Every
aviation accidents. Let's get to the topic here. It's aviation problems out there in the world, and we're getting, people are falling from the sky. Okay,
Yes.
holy cow!
How they get up into the sky in the first place? Weird
they
human
bought a ticket.
technology.
There's no other questions.
I don't know
Weird
why I
human
put that.
technology.
What happened is, okay, flights are falling out of the sky. All right, it
Yeah,
happened from
weird.
the beginning of January from the Jeju flight. There's been a medical jet crash in January 31st where 10 people crashed in Alaska. You know, 2 out of 10 people, two
Which
of 10
is that the one
people.
that flipped over?
No, that's not even the one that flipped over. We have a list that keeps going and going. There's on February 10th, 2 private jets collided on Scottsdale Airport in Arizona, killing 1 person and injuring 4. February 14th, a small plane carrying 1 person crashed in Central Florida, just killing the pilot. February 17th, Delta regional jet carrying 76 passengers and 4 crew members crashed and flipped while landing in Toronto Pearson International Airport. And these are just some of the most notable ones. These are the ones that we see on the news.
I think it's like if you're just looking at news reports of the amount of news reporting, it seems political to me. So we should ignore that because that's like letting the political infiltrate uh, common discourse.
And it's very true because, we don't report on every car crash that happens.
Yeah, like even crazy amount of car crashes that happen during certain times. We could focus on that,
But we're
maybe
not.
but why would we? Like, I don't know. Like that would be a nice thing to focus on if we wanted to stop collisions or something like that. Like,
Do you
okay,
think
so we
they're
need to
trying to
study it.
stop
That's why we
us
need.
from flying? Not stop us from flying, but getting nervous from flying? Prevent another COVID outbreak?
No, I don't believe there's enough. Yeah, there's always people wanting you to do something for or against your interests, right? There's people, they want your money. Watch out. If you don't know that, be careful out there. They want your money.
Yeah.
So be careful for people asking for your money. Always,
Are you Nate?
check your wallet.
Are you trying to say there's some type of maybe a conspiracy when it comes to all these? I think from my perspective is that it's just hey, stuff happens. Like people die in car crashes. People die on bikes every day. People get eaten by bears and mountain lions, uh, and they'll never be heard of again. I don't know why I said it like that, But like,
Why are you looking at the camera so intently with
What?
that? If you saw that on YouTube, you definitely gonna see that. That might be a short
But
in
if
itself.
but if a wild animal gets you, you'll never be seen again. Um, but
Taco
you know,
Bell.
I the you know how we should have ended that piece was the Taco Bell dung at the end,
Yeah.
the little ring, the bell.
Gotcha.
But
The next one.
you
Man,
know,
I do not like going to Taco Bell anymore. Is that? Can I talk about this?
Let's take a
Yeah.
flight to Taco Bell. I'm down to. You don't. Okay, you don't
I've
like
been
Taco Bell.
going to-
I love Taco Bell.
Like I remember, I used to go to Taco Bell for like a cheap meal that would keep me somewhat filled and satisfied until I got dinner. Right, like a quick lunch.
Uh-huh.
I need something in my belly because I'm working hard and I just need to put some fire in there. But now it's like they think they're. I went to a Taco Bell with no drive-through. So at this particular Taco Bell, there's no drive-through, so you have to go in. And they have the computer stations all up, and you got the same crew back there. And the serving time is so. It took me 15 minutes to get my meal. It's like, and I paid $17 for this, 16 something. So not
What?
exactly 17, 16 something. It was a
What?
full meal, and it took me 15 minutes. And it's just a normal Taco Bell meal. And I'm like, oh my God, I hate this so much. There's so much money, and there's so many people behind there not doing any work. They're looking at the screens.
Were we talking about this last time? Where it's not
Wait.
the
And they're
the
making
product,
they're
but
making
sometimes it's the
meals
place.
for people on the internet that aren't there that are going to come up and pick it. And I'm there, and I have to wait 15 minutes to get my meal. I see these people walking in.
Yeah.
What were we
I
talking about last
just
time?
typed
I
it
didn't
on
like
my computer.
Applebee's last time. This guy doesn't like Taco Bell.
Guys, Taco Bell, if you're listening, please sponsor. Please sponsor.
No.
I love you guys.
No, I will not eat
I
that
love your
at their place
$7.
anymore.
I love your $7 meals. I get that on the go when I'm working. Keep doing what you're doing. I support you. You know, give me
Many different opinions here.
give me a jacket that says Taco Bell. I'll wear it. You know, we need sponsors.
All right, if we're gonna go
Anyways,
back to like, all right,
We
so
need fast food. We need good fast food places. Taco Bell in it, and Chick-fil-A is also becoming now one of my favorites. In-N-Out still the best. If you live in California, In-N-Out, baby. Hey, wherever you can find it. But everywhere else, man, they're getting suckier.
yeah, I don't know how we went off on a Taco Bell rage, but Taco
Yeah,
Bell,
no,
please
because they pissed
sponsor
me
us.
off Friday, yesterday. That's why.
that's when he got Taco Bell. That's when he tried to get Taco Bell.
Yesterday, I ate Taco Bell, and I paid $17 for a
What are you
crappy
paying?
small meal that took me 15 minutes to get while I watched people walk in from the streets to pick up their orders on the phone. I'm waiting there in store 15 minutes. Come on.
I'm just real quick before we get back on subject is why are you paying $17 or $16 at Taco Bell? There's a $7 meal it comes with a gordita crunch. It comes with a crunchy choco, and it comes with a burrito and like nachos. So that fills me up. Like
This tangent is
more
going
than-
way too long, guys. I'm sorry, but Taco Bell, we had a little spiel
What do you
about
mean
it. We're good.
How? Michael, also my eating habits. I don't snack. I do not eat until I eat. So lunch, when I get that Taco Bell meal, I'm expecting to be nourished. I need a full meal. I need something to
Why are you
grab
going to Taco Bell in the first place?
Because it was the only thing around. That's why I work outdoors, man. I'm over here, I'm over there. And sometimes when you look on the thing, that's all you got around you within, reasonable limits. You're not going to go 10 miles to go get a meal because that's going to take a half hour instead of 10 minutes to do your job. You're supposed to do, be reasonable.
Okay.
I get, okay, maybe for health-wise, the farther distance and the time is worth it. I don't know. Is it?
I'm not taking
What do you
a
guys
flight somewhere to get a Taco Bell, but if it's 5 minutes away from me, I'm gonna eat it.
Taco Bell, I would take a flight if that's where you wanted me to go.
Okay.
Just throwing it out there. I love Taco Bell. I love me Mr. Taco Bell.
No. Wasn't worth it. Wasn't worth it.
But if a bear gets you,
The only time I
you'll
took a
never be seen
flight
again.
to get Taco Bell is when I went to Vegas and they got one of those rave type Taco Bells. Have you ever seen those things?
Oh yeah.
They got music. The place looks like
Yep.
a club. It's so loud. I don't even know how they get your order. It's just too loud in there.
Okay, I have one good Taco Bell story. There's a Taco Bell here in California.
We're getting sponsored.
This is not about Taco Bell.
Hey, but check it out. I live in the Bay Area. There's a Taco Bell near the beach. I don't know exactly where it's at, but everybody knows where it's at. And it's kind of cool. You got to go have your Taco Bell. And at this particular Taco Bell, they have beer, so you can order a beer on tap. And then, the beach right there, a lot of surfers go there. So cool Taco Bell.
now you're for Taco Bell, but by the beach.
That particular one, because it's got character. Everything else, all the other Taco Bells don't no character, so don't pay extra for it.
So
Stupid.
you would take a flight to that Taco Bell.
Yeah, because it has character.
Yes.
Okay.
There we go. So Taco Bell, please sponsor us.
We all like places and we don't like places. Depends on the crew. Depends on the crew, the atmosphere, and sometimes it's worth taking a flight over to these places.
Let's go back to flights. Anyways, wow.
Welcome to PanRaconTeurs. This is episode 5.
Flights.
Taco Bell.
I think we should hop into our first commercial just to break the wind. Break the air. We're gonna break the wind. We're gonna break the wind. Here we go. This episode is brought to you by Andrews Flight School and Tow Truck Company. Are you looking for adventure? You want to soar the open skies with no training at all? We do training. You want to get your pilot's license in 2 weeks? Come and join us at Andrews Flight School. We have a 100% pass rate. All of our students are highly trained on our flight simulator games like Ace Combat and many others that you would play on a computer console. We also have many hours of mobile game flight simulation training. We also teach and train paper plane folding. Come fly with us today. Andrews Flight School, where people learn to fly. Also available, Stuntman School. Back to the show. I want to go there.
Oh, definitely. Let's talk about the time that Uncle Dan here, he actually took a flight.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Oh, yeah, no, we're not flying people. We're not, none of us are pilots. We have no pilots in our ancestors, I think. But I did go up on a plane once because here in my great town, city, San Jose, I live by a local airport where when I did it, it only cost $100.
What?
You can go and get a
Was it Andrews Flight School?
I forget the name of the flight school. I think there's more than just one, but whatever one was there, they take you up, and the pilot, he took off. He said he needed to take off, but once we were in the air, he let go because in the particular plane he took us in, it's just a common plane.
Tell us about how you get checked in.
Easy.
Bring us. Let's start from the beginning. How did you get this ticket? How did you get this class?
Oh, you just go there. You just ask him.
Okay, so you open up like a book, or you start research online.
No, it's because I live right near it. The airport's just right there. I went to school there. I live in this area, so I just went to the airport. And they make you. I think I was fill out some paperwork, liability, whatever, and they take you up in it's called a Cessna. A Cessna is like a common plane. They're very easy to pilot. Like I remember the pilot explaining it to me. These Cessnas, they want to be stable. Like it's hard for them to do maneuvers. They want to do this. And so they're very safe.
They want to stay, for the audio medium, they want to stay flat, right? They can't turn very easily.
I don't know something about that. They're very easy to fly. And so
What does this
and
plane
to
look
predict
like? Like, is it one of
it
those
has
dodo
the
type planes, or has like a?
yeah, it has the rotor in the front,
Gotcha.
has the propeller in the front,
Okay.
and
Yeah,
then
we're
Are the wings to the
the
side, or is it on like
I
top?
think it's on top.
Oh, okay.
Well, actually, trying to think of it, right? I think it's on top,
Yeah, it's on top. All right.
but yeah, it's on top.
Are the
And
wheels always
then
extended outwards, or is it something that like
no,
retracts?
I think yeah, at the wheels are permanently extended outwards or just on the plane.
I like that. I don't know why the wheels, you know, just
Retract and
keep
the
the
other ones.
wheels, just keep the wheels out the whole time. You know,
I
just
think no, I think it's just for bigger planes because they're going really faster and they're going up higher in the atmosphere, so they need probably less drag. So maybe that's good. I don't know.
if I were a pilot, I'd just keep the wheels out the whole time.
We need wheels on this plane. I'm not going up without wheels.
Hey, hold up before we go any further.
We need to land. I know we need feet to land.
Before we go any further, I just want to say we are not. I mean, as you can hear from the conversation, we don't know anything about flying. We've just been passengers. My brother's
Yes.
been up in a Cessna in the passenger cockpit, but he's been in a cockpit at least. But
Yeah.
We don't know how things work.
To preface this, we
Yeah,
have
no,
no
it's fun.
idea what we're talking about.
yeah,
Always
like me wanting
refer to
the
specialists.
me wanting the tires out the whole time. They probably explode in the higher or freeze or whatever. But I don't care about that. In my head, I want the tires out the whole time. But anyways, so you flew up
Yes.
in a Cessna, bro? How long were you up there for?
I think we went up for 40 minutes, something like that. 30,
Oh.
40 minutes.
How far did you go? Like, did you fly over? Well, Eastridge, of course.
I think we went over Gilroy. Like we took
Oh,
off from here,
wow.
we went down over Gilroy, which is like a couple towns over, cities or towns over.
No,
South
that's a far
of
flight.
San Jose.
Yeah,
No, not
30
for a flight. It was pretty fast. Like we went down there pretty easy.
And for like
Yeah,
a small
Uh,
plane, but I mean Gilroy from where
San
that
Jose.
San Jose. That's like
Driving, yeah, it takes a little while, but not flying. Flying, you're there. You even
Yeah.
see it. You're like, as soon as you get up there, you see everything. It's like, whoa, that's just Gilroy over there. It's weird.
I mean, it didn't take you the full 45 minutes to get to Gilroy from. Like, you were there like in minutes, like maybe 10 minutes. Like,
20 minutes? Yeah.
yeah, because
Well,
then you had
you
to
can
turn
see it.
around.
Like if you wanted to land, probably take another 10 minutes, because it looks close, but it's not. You still have to go that distance. So, yeah, distance are really weird because you really, I guess we're not used to. I'm not used to that kind of distance. There's no perspective. Well, there's perspective, just the whole Earth, but it's weird perspective. Yeah, and also the plane that we went in, he had his wheel on this side, and there was another wheel where I was sitting, and he went like this. All right, you go for it. Fly around, and he let me do it. And when I first got it, I remember just going like this, and then he goes, "No, do this," and then he took it from me. Okay, and then he goes, I did this, and it was weird. He
So
goes,
you're like,
yeah, just
And what
you're
other
pulling-
driving or flying school that can the instructor just totally take the wheel from you like that?
yeah, no, it was cool. And one of the best things that he did was really weird and fun. He goes, "Watch this," and then he pulled it back, and we went up, and then he goes, it was like better than a roller coaster. And then I guess we were like going down, and I like
You were
floating.
weightless.
We were floating. Yeah, we were just floating inside the cockpit, and it was kind of scary because we were in kind of control of it, and being in control of that feels really weird. And we were so high up. It was yeah, and it's an experience though. That's if you guys do that and you live here, man, go try it out. Be respectful, and that's a resource, man.
In an
Where else is
emergency
that?
situation, absolutely, everything is coming down. Are you
Yeah,
gonna?
no, I feel kind of secure with that here also. Like if the zombie apocalypse happens, I got an airport right there, man. There's Cessna's there. I'm going over there.
Can you fly us out of here? I don't know how to start a plane.
No, I don't know. Look up on the internet. Get a video. Matrix.
Andrews.
They
Do
put
the
you in
Matrix.
there.
Flight
You're in
school.
the cockpits. Can you start it?
He did the whole thing, but I don't remember it because it was so long ago. That was like 10 years ago, like 15 years ago. That was 15 years ago. That was a long time ago.
Jeez.
Yeah, so I don't remember it that well.
2005?
Oh, another thing I remember
that
is that he showed me the fuel. Like
15?
he had this container. You always got to check the fuel, which is smart. Make sure you got fuel before you go. And it's like he had this container and he put it on underneath the wing. There's like a little compartment. He pushed it, and a little bit of the fuel filled the container. And it was clear, so you could see it. It was blue.
Oh,
It's jet fuel. Jet fuel is
Yeah.
blue. I didn't know that.
that's cool.
So that was cool.
Yeah, it's so weird that like the fuel's actually in the wings.
Yeah, that was
That's
weird. I didn't know that.
Oh,
crazy.
I had no idea
Yeah.
until now.
Like on commercial, this is one thing I looked up was like on commercial flights on those giant like 747s and Boeings, the fuel's in the wings and
Same thing with the Cessna.
yeah, in the Cessnas. So that is creepy to me. Like the taking off part isn't scary for me. What gets me is the landing. Like you start seeing when you're like watching the descent to the earth. That's the scariest part for me. The taking off thing, hey, we're going fast. If this thing, we're going in one direction, but when you're coming down and then you start seeing the rooftops of houses, and then you start seeing little cars and people driving the cars, and it just gets closer and closer than the trees. You're like, are we going to land on these houses? That's the worst part of flying for me.
Actually, no, he let me take off. I remember this. We were on the runway, and he goes, "All right, you're gonna help me. Put your hands on the steering wheel." He goes, "Pull up, pull up. I'm gonna let you pull." And I remember he yelled, "You gotta pull!" And we pulled at the end, and we took off. I remember he yelled at me because I guess I was doing it, and I wasn't doing it much enough. You're supposed to pull on that thing, and I was like, the same thing when I was steering it. I thought, just do a little bit. No, you're supposed to pull on it. Get up.
Right.
Yeah. No, you gotta pull.
Oh, great.
Well, like a Cessna, I guess, because it won't flip if you pull hard.
No,
right?
you can flip it if you want. You're up in the air. It's like it's stable, but still you're up in the air. If you overdo it, you're gonna go crazy.
Pull!
Yeah.
Pull!
He goes, no, you gotta pull.
I can only imagine the situation. You're coming up towards the fence.
You just let go. You let go of this.
Imagine the hesitation and the fear. It's like, is he gonna pull? I don't want to ruin his experience, but I gotta pull at some point.
Oh man, you got into a plane crash? Yeah. Man, how high were you? No, we didn't take off. I let go of the stick. And we just went into the ground.
Some people would like panic at that situation and let go of the wheel, right? Like if someone's yelling at them, like,
pull.
What do you mean? Yeah, well, at least you pulled. You pulled on it, right? So
yeah,
you got up there.
Hey, that means
I think it was helpful, because there's a dual steering sticks.
That just shows me, bro, you're good under high pressure situations. Pull.
Oh, now I gotta know. Okay, so I think when I trying to imagine what's inside the cockpit of a plane, and I don't imagine a steering wheel. Is it like a joystick? Is it?
No, it was like a two, like just two instead of a whole steering wheel. It's just two like that, and then
Gotcha.
set.
Okay, so it's kind of like a steering wheel, but just half. Like you don't have the top, you don't have the bottom.
Not the full circle. It's just like
Gotcha.
I guess what you would think of as a. You see them on like Star Wars and all that kind of stuff. They got those steering wheels.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's got two buttons on the side.
I can't remember exactly though.
Click on
it was so long ago.
This is getting too hot. It's getting too hot.
I think you're remembering a lot of it. If I'm being honest.
Yeah, you guys are bringing it out. It was fun. It was only a little time. It was the only time I ever did it. So
45 minutes in the plane is more than I've ever been in the cockpit.
Yeah, and there was only one seat behind us. And he was saying, no, it's 15. I forget 1,500. No, probably 15,000 to get your business, so you can like contract yourself out as a pilot, like 15,000
wow.
for.
Yeah, I was looking at the cost for private pilot certificates, about $20,000.
Oh, so yeah, see, 15 years ago now it went up. Yeah, now it's
Yeah.
more expensive.
And then for the
Damn.
commercial
So you got it back then,
pilot,
huh?
yeah, commercial pilot is about $87,000.
Whew.
Just to share this in secret, one of my dream jobs that I pretended to have was like if you go to Hawaii and you just get one of those planes that land on the water and you just fly people from island to island. That's your job. That'd be nice, right? Hey,
fun.
hola!
Oh.
Honolulu, or whatever they say over there in Hawaii.
Bro, he went to Honolulu and he was aloha, you know, like
Hola! Aloha! Aloha, I know.
that's the Mexican coming
It
out of
just
the
slipped out.
Hola,
Hola.
¿cómo se queda? Hey, I combine Mexican and Tagalog. Hola, ¿cómo se queda? Mabote.
Yeah.
Anyways, and for a certified flight instructor, if you want to be a flight, it's about $11,000.
What do you
So,
think?
That's a project.
That's
That's a
pretty
cool
cool.
project if you want to be a pilot.
Yeah.
Right?
Get your license for being a pilot. That's honestly like that's a bucket list type thing, for sure. That'd be pretty cool. Just be able to fly
For
yourself
you?
around.
Would you do that, Nate?
If I had the money for it, yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
I'm very
Something like
I'm very
something
big
in
on
my
just being a-
50s, you know, on maybe, you know. It's like I got trying to find another passion in my life, and I found that.
Oh, okay. You're afraid of the heights. Because I'm afraid of the heights. That's probably why I didn't do it. I'm kind of afraid of the heights. Yeah, no, it's
Imagine being I'm
scary.
I am afraid of heights, but again, it's the descent. Like going up, okay, fine, you get a little bit, but the descent or when you have turbulence, that
But you don't know
like
till you know. Like, oh, I wonder if you go up, like, and you just find out. No, so if particularly like if you did it, maybe you go, oh, since I have control, I feel more comfortable and I could do it. So you don't know until you know. You should try it, Michael. Hey,
hey,
you're in the
when we
bunch.
turn
That'd be
when
fun.
we turn 50, which is going to be soon, when we turn 50, we'll both go fly get a flight.
No,
and
for
we'll-
me, I do it right now. It's just the money. Yeah, I do it right now. That'd be fun.
I do it right now.
Just
if I could,
it's just if I had
how
that
much are
money,
those
I
classes?
would.
We're talking about the
it's the
horror
project,
stories
though.
of flying, and now at the end of the podcast, we're talking about taking flights and learning how to fly.
Because it's a miracle of modern art,
No.
human creation. Come on,
Can you
and
imagine?
brings us closer all over the world.
Can you imagine the Wright brothers when they're flying on this thing made of sticks and
It's a miracle.
everything? It is that's crazy.
Mhm.
Or like being what's scariest is like you're a test pilot and you're testing new engines and things like that.
Whenever anybody says test pilot, know who I think of? Neil Armstrong.
Yeah,
He
that guy went
went
to
to the.
space.
He goes, I'm a test pilot this rocket ship to the moon, baby, and back. Yeah, that's my test pilot for the
And he
century.
did it. But all
Awesome.
the ones that didn't make
Test
it, you'll
pilot
never see them
to
again.
not in air, baby, through
I
a
know.
medium we don't understand, space and back. Yeah, that's awesome.
Is it kind
That's,
of like crazy that
He's a hero,
the first flight
American hero.
it
Yeah,
hasn't been like it's like 100-something years, so we're relatively new at this, right? It's like 120-something years. The first flight by the Wright brothers was December 17th of 1903.
Oh, three. I thought it was 1800s. I don't know why I thought it was 1800s.
Yeah, think of the
1903.
1800s.
Wow.
You think of steam, you know, like no, this is relatively the last century or whatever. You call it.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Wow, that is pretty soon.
So you have to think
So-
that we're gonna crash a few times, probably more than a few times. I don't even know that plane didn't have wheels. That plane was just a glider, and it was like 5 feet off the ground.
Flintstones with their feet dangling.
And they did crash. So, I mean,
Awesome.
they were just looking. They were just looking for flight. Like, can they get it off the air? Can they sustain it? But yeah, the whole landing part. Again, that goes back to me. The landing part is the craziest part of it all.
Yeah.
That's why I keep the wheels out the whole time.
Keep the wheels out the whole time. Keep
The
your feet out.
whole time.
Imagine that.
Hey, speaking of flights, I still want to roll out like a rock star when we go to LA food tour again, or wherever, if we go to Connecticut. But I want to get a private jet, and we're gonna get out. We're all gonna have aviation glasses.
Yeah.
We're gonna have the leather flight jacket. We're gonna walk off like, yeah, we're here.
That's a plan for this year. We're gonna take a flight to LA, get some Sonora
Okay,
Town.
so that means we need to make extra money. How are we gonna do this?
We're gonna bring up this podcast.
This is gonna be everywhere.
This is the bro. This
You're
is
not
the
bringing us
cash cow.
down here. No, you're not bringing it down.
I'm the enemy within.
This is the dumbest thing, but we're trying to make this thing grow, and one of us doesn't want it to grow.
Sorry.
That's the best.
I love you guys.
That's the best part
My
of it.
brother's like, burn it down. I'm not executive producing this thing anymore.
It's burning my money. No.
This whole $6.99 a month for audio.com. It's burning the wallet. It's burning a hole in the wallet.
I'm going to hire a disinformation campaign against this.
He just started another YouTube channel that talks mess about this channel.
That one
But
grows.
you wear a luchador mask. You wear a luchador mask, and we're your guest. We come on, and we're like, this show sucks. And we're doing reaction videos of it, and we're just watching our own videos giving reactions.
All right. That's the next investment. We got to buy luchador mask. Start a new podcast talking mess about this one.
It's the greatest idea.
Amazing.
Wow.
Should be called.
How did we go from flights to Taco Bell to pontoons to crashes to, man, we've been everywhere in this episode.
I think we should change our name. Let's rebrand. Let's call us the ADHD podcast. We'll go with whatever goes.
I know, like I'm over here and I'm talking, I'm listening, but I'm also feeding my dog under the desk. Or I'm literally feeding him cuties like oranges, and Dexter's just kind of looking down, like, "Are you going to give me another one?" And so every time I look off to the bottom right, or bottom left on your screen, I'm feeding Dexter a cutie because I built him a little couch under the desk, and he's just.
Yeah, the little couch you showed us. That looks like a couch.
Okay, don't say you built it. You found it on Amazon. You put it together.
I built it. I built it.
Oh no!
It was. I thought it was the easiest thing to put together, but I was like, "Where does this thing go?" Like it was pillows. I put it in wrong, and I gave up. And then I went back at it like a couple hours later. I'm like, "Oh, that makes sense."
This reminds me of when I bought this. If you can see this in the background, I bought this little cabinet thing, and on Amazon, you know, it has the grain of wood. So I'm imagining this thing's a big wooden cabinet. I get it. And I look at this thing, and I'm like, "You're kidding me! It's like this big." You know, obviously you guys can see it. I mean, it's very thin. And I was like,
No, it looks big on our screen.
it looks ridiculous. I thought that was a real wooden cabinet. Oh, Amazon.
It's not. It's facade.
It's a facade. It's cloth.
Oh!
I was bamboozled.
You didn't question the $9.99
Never.
mark on there.
Oh, it's only $100. That's crazy. Okay, I'll put this in my new room.
That reminds me of my bamboozles with the fake Spider-Man. Giraffe neck here, man. This guy sucks.
Nate, I think you're right. ADHD channel 80. I can't even say
No,
it.
PanRaconTeurs. All it means is all storytelling. So we just went all over the place. That's good. It matches.
Close enough.
It still matches.
You guys gotta watch more of us. Thank you.
Guys, yeah.
It's coming to
You
that
should've heard
time.
We're at the wraps. Nate's holding up the wraps. Thank you guys again for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you guys want to connect with us, listen to us on audio.com. We have an episode that we don't have here on YouTube. The very first episode is on audio.com. So if you want to go and listen to that, hop on there, audio.com/Mike V2. You can also see that in the links descriptions below on this episode. Also see us on Facebook. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram. We're posting up shorts. And also, if you want to reach out to us, if you got a story you want to share, why don't you go on to and send us an email on prtpodyt@gmail.com. And if you want to sponsor us, let's go into our last one. We need sponsors. If you want to sponsor this episode or any other episode, or you just want to give us money, we'd gladly take it. We want to keep these lights going. I just got a back screen that looks really cool, and it looks like I have like a halo. And if you want to see more of that, or more of Uncle Dan getting up and walking up, send us some money and email us at prtpodyt@gmail.com. We need sponsors. Thank you guys again for another wonderful episode. Nate, Dan, I don't know where Dan went, but we'll see you guys on the next episode of the PanRaconTeurs.
See ya.
Bye. Oh.